FM receiver black diagram. Here we have shown the black diagram of the FM receiver. In this case, we have 5 parts: RF tuner, RF-IF converter, IF filter, demodulator, and audio amplifier. Now I will explain about the each component in detail. FM radio receiver. A radio receiver consists of the following: a radio frequency RF section, an RF to IF in converter, an intermediate frequency IF section, demodulator, audio amplifier.
Start.
RF tuner. This section consists of RF amplifier, mixer, and local oscillator. The purpose of the tuner unit ISS is to amplify both sound and picture signals picked by the antenna and to convert the carrier frequencies and their associated bands into the intermediate frequencies and their sidebands. The receiver uses super heterodyne principle as used in radio receivers. RF to IF converter. The actual radio frequency is converted into an intermediate frequency. Local oscillator with a center frequency FLO. FLO is a function of RF carrier frequency. Now I will explain about the local oscillator. The local oscillator may consist of a variable frequency oscillator that can be tuned by altering the setting on a variable capacitor. Alternatively, it may be a frequency synthesizer that will enable greater levels of stability and setting accuracy. Now I will explain about the IF filter. A pre-selection filter can be used to reject this image, that is 21.4 MHz away from the desired RF signal. In the usual implementation, this filter is a bandpass filter with narrow bandwidth and is tuned tracking the LO frequency. The main function of the IF filter or intermediate frequency filter is to eliminate frequencies other than intermediate frequency by filtering. Now comes demodulator. Once the signals have passed through the IF filter of the super heterodyne receiver, they need to be demodulated. Different demodulators are required for different types of transmission, and as a result, some receivers may have a variety of demodulators that can be switched in to accommodate the different types of transmission that are to be encountered. Different demodulators used may include. Now comes the last part, audio amplifier. The output from the demodulator is the recovered audio. This is passed into the audio stages where they are amplified and presented to the headphones or loudspeaker. FM radio receiver circuit. The FM radio section has two RF transistors T1, T2 to detect the frequency modulated signals. Coil L and the trimmer capacitor form the tuner tank circuit to tune the receiver to the best FM station with strong signals. The signals are capacitor coupled through C2. $10K preset VR controls the volume to the input of the amplifier. IC1 is the micro power audio amplifier that works between 4.5 to 12 volts DC. The amplified sound can be heard through the low impedance headphone or Mylar speakers. Now comes the selection of a particular frequency channel. This process works in the following manner. As the user selects frequency which changes capacitance and inductance in such a manner so that it leads to the generation of alternating current which generates the resonant frequency. This is the selected frequency by the user.
Yeah.